Hey guys, this is Will, and I'm making another Dragon Ball Super card game video. This one, I'm going to be talking about strategies that I've made in combos in my God deck. I enjoyed making the God deck because I get to use Piccolo cards. Piccolo is a god. I enjoyed using the new Zamas cards. I got to include 3 different types of Beerus, different types of Whis. Got a Goku Black in here, which I'd like more of. And I enjoyed making the deck. There's a lot of good extra cards I use. I think I use the most extra cards in this, if not. I use a lot in coolers too. But first let's start out with Bulma. She's not a god, but she's a god tempter. This card is really good for bringing out Whis. So you get 2 options here. You've got Whis the Sacred Guard or Whis the Resting Attendant. Now, one thing that we know about the blue deck from the beginning is the blue deck is great for creating energy very quickly, and that's what the purpose of the Resting Attendant does, is that when you summon him out, you can add a card from the top of your deck to your energy. Very quick, easy way to add a little more energy. When I have 4 of those, so real quick way to build some up. This is a blocker card that you can't be KO'd by your opponent's card skills and does not leave the battle area due to skills. So it's a really strong blocker card. There's not usually very strong blocker cards, but that is one. Next, I'm going to talk about some of my Beerus cards. Well, actually, first, I might as well just mention, I've got a couple of these 12 energy Whis, Judge of the Gods. 12 energy is a lot, but in a blue deck like this, I create energy very quickly. It's got quadruple strike, and this card's attacking skills cannot be negated. Beerus isn't my leader, so the effect doesn't really matter for that. Next, we're going to talk about my Beerus cards. I've got energy boosted Beerus. This was uncommon from the original, so I mean everyone's kind of seen this card by now. It's a double strike. If you have 5 or more energy, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and KO them. It's pretty good. This is a newer one, Beerus, the Essence of Destruction. Another double strike. When you play this card, your opponent chooses a number of cards from their hand equal to the number of battle cards in their battle area with energy costs of 1 or less, and place the cards on top of their deck in any order. Then your opponent returns all their battle cards with an energy cost of 1 or less to their hand. That's pretty good. And then, of course, the super rare from the last set, Beerus, General of Demolition. It's a triple strike. When this card attacks a leader card, your opponent may choose 2 cards from their hand, place them in the drop area. If they don't, choose all of your opponent's battle cards and energy and place them in the drop area. So in other words, if they have 1 card in your hand and you use this card, they don't have the ability to place 2 cards from their hand. So they have to get rid of all of their battle cards and all of their energy. That is really OP. Next, I've got Black and my few Zamas. Black's ability is that if you have a Zamas on the field, this card can't be KO'd by skills and does not leave the battle area due to skills. The Almighty Beam Fuse Zamas, you can summon them out with 4 or use Patara Fusion between Black and Zamas, but I don't have a regular Zamas. When you play this card, if your leader card is Zamas, choose one of your opponent battle cards, place it at the bottom of their deck. My leader is, so that works for me. So Universe 10 Supreme Kai Gawasu. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it or not, but this is a God Searcher. So you look up to 3 cards in your deck and choose a god among them and bring it out. This is the Grand Priest, or Great Priest. It has double strike. This card's really good because you can take all of your god cards in your battle area and turn them all into energy at once. So that's a really good way to get a lot of energy quickly. Like I was saying, this deck was good for. Next, Result of Training is essential for this deck because the Fuse Zamas leader card does not activate until you have 2 energy or 2 life cards left, but this says if you have 5 or more life cards, you can go ahead and activate them anyway, so this is very, very helpful. Objection is another essential card. You can choose a card from your hand and make it an energy. And then this card is great, the Zeno button. You can switch all your blue energy to active mode, and it doesn't cost you anything. I have 3 of these because this is really strong. I do want to mention the Zamas card. Just looking at the effect, like originally, it's not super great. It's you sack an energy to, and if it's a blue, or no, sorry, it's a life card. And if the life card was a blue card, you can draw a card. the more I think about it, it's perfect for like the attitude Zamas has, that he's a god and he's immortal, so he can do whatever he wants, because essentially in a game it's not very practical. But then after he awakens, what's interesting is that instead of losing life, you can sack 5 cards of your deck for each life you'd have lost. So if you take a double strike, which would be 10 cards from the top of your deck. So it's an interesting combination, but it works well in my God deck, so I included him as well because he's a cool card.